There. Let's begin with today's class. Today is Monday, May 24th. This is the Cenni preparation course. So lesson A, reactions. What do you see on the screen?
There is a man with a cell phone. There is a man shoot on
Shouting,
his cell
shouting, screaming.
Shouting on his cell phone.
Cell phone, yes. What else?
There was three
There
scare
are
guys, and there are three scare guys.
Scare, yes. When was the last time you got annoyed?
The last weekend.
Really? What happened?
Yes. Because I had to win.
I had to go.
Go.
I had to go.
To put me. How do you say vacuna in English?
Vaccine.
To put me a vaccine.
To get the vaccine. To get
a vaccine. And
yes.
My director give me the address.
Yes.
But give me the address, but.
Oh, that's too bad. Hi, Mago.
Hey.
Okay, Romina, what did you do?
How do you say investigate or investigate in past?
I looked for, I researched.
I look for the correct direction, correct address with another teachers.
That's nice. And how did you react?
I was very angry.
I can imagine. Yes, of course. Now, let's wait for Mago and for Maria Fernanda to finally connect. Hi, Maria.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Maria. Hello, Mago.
Hello. Sorry. Okay.
It's okay. What happened?
But I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just, I don't think. I think
you got disconnected.
Yes, I think I have a connection problems, but I think I fixed it already. There.
Good. Now, a question for you ladies, for Mago and for Maria, because Romina already answered. Okay, Maria and Mago. When was the last time you got annoyed?
Like 20 minutes ago.
Oh my goodness. And you, Maria Fernanda?
You ask.
Yeah, yes, I did.
Maybe yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay, next question for both of you. What happened?
We're going back to school. I mean, back in the classrooms. So we got a lot of information
Yes.
that I wasn't ready for, and I'm really like, it was too much for me. I'm just trying to chill.
It was overwhelming.
Yes. So that's the reason. That's the reason.
That's the reason. I am sorry. And you, Maria Fernanda, what happened to you?
Okay, in my case, yesterday, my father was playing with my dog and my dog is big, and he has like long nails. So he was playing and jumping, and he stepped me. I don't know if it is correct. Like,
Stepped on you? Stepped on you?
well, he stepped on my feet, on my foot, and that hurt me. And I was like, get away.
Oh my goodness. All right, again, to both of you, what did you do?
I just yelled.
You yelled, okay. And you, Mago?
I did, well, it was a lot of information, so I tried to organize my schedule, and like I have like no time to time management. So I was like taking notes in my calendar to organize my activities through the weekend, the week, through the week, no weekend, week.
That's actually really good. So how did you react?
Excuse me?
In my case, I think bad, in a bad way.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. It was like freeze. Everybody went freeze.
Okay. Are we clear now?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Do you ever get calls from telemarketers like Telcel?
Yeah.
Yes, all the time.
All the time?
Yes.
It's for everybody, okay? Romina, you too.
Yes, I get it a lot.
Okay. How often do you get them?
I think twice a week.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness,
God.
twice a week?
Yes, I know. That's annoying.
At what time do they call?
They don't have a specific schedule. They don't care. It could be in the morning, the afternoon, at evening. Most of them,
How do you respond?
I'm polite. I'm really polite. And even
Very
when I know everything they're going to say, I just listen and to the operator finish, because it's not his or her fault. I just listen, and I just say I answer that I'm not interested in, because I have like plan, so I can change my company. I'm happy with it. Thank you and bye.
What about you, Romina? And you, Mari?
I answer, and when I listen that is a person from Telcel, Movistar, or something like that, I just put like the silence, the option, and they start like hello, 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 and I
that's rude.
yeah. How do you say like hang is to wait, right? And I end the call, or how do you say like to colgar?
Henna?
Hang the call?
Hang the call?
Okay.
Hang up. Yes, Romina.
In my case, sometimes I get calls when I was in my job. And I respond angry in this moment.
I can imagine. Well, that's what we're going to see a story like this. Okay. Listen to Olivia tell her friends about a phone call she got last night. What made Olivia lose her temper? How did she behave towards the caller? Are you ready?
Yes.
Teacher, what is the meaning of temper?
Last night this guy
What?
called trying to
What is the meaning of temper?
Can you repeat your question? I didn't catch it.
What is the meaning of temper?
Temper?
Huh?
When you are very angry? Your temper?
Okay.
No? People confuse this as with character, but it's not character, it's temper.
Temper is like mad.
Temperamento.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Next.
So it's a noun, not an adjective.
It's a noun, that's right.
Okay.
It's a noun, not an adjective.
Okay, thank you.
You can say it in the form of an adjective, like a short, oh my gosh, tempered person. That would be an adjective. Yes.
Okay.
All right, now please listen and check your answers. What made Olivia lose her temper and how did she behave?
Last night this guy called trying to sell me a magazine subscription. Normally, I would have been more polite. You know, I would have just said no and then hung up. But he was the fourth caller, and it was after 10 o'clock. So I just lost it. I yelled at him for several minutes, and I finally hung up on him. At that point, I couldn't have done much else, I don't think, because I was too mad. I know I shouldn't have lost my temper. He was just doing his job. But I mean, what would you have done? I suppose I could have apologized, or I could have asked him to put me on their do not call list. Actually, that's what I should have done. I'll do that next time.
I think she's already in that do not call list.
So, what made Olivia lose her temper?
It was late. It was a 4 call and it was at 10 o'clock.
After
That's
10.
late. After 10.
How did she behave towards the caller?
Bad. You got a
That-
bad behavior.
All right. Let's look at the answers. Please read and listen at the same time.
Last night this guy called trying to sell me a magazine subscription. Normally, I would have been more polite. You know, I would have just said no and then hung up. But he was the fourth caller, and it was after 10 o'clock. So I just lost it. I yelled at him for several minutes, and I finally hung up on him. At that point, I couldn't have done much else, I don't think, because I was too mad. I know I shouldn't have lost my temper. He was just doing his job. But I mean, what would you have done? I suppose I could have apologized, or I could have asked him to put me on their do not call list. Actually, that's what I should have done. I'll do that next time.
There. Interesting story.
Yes.
What made Olivia lose her temper?
Maybe that it was the fourth call. I
She
don't
was
know.
too mad.
Was the fourth caller?
It was
Yes.
it was at 10. After
and it was
10.
after 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
Yes. And the next question. How did she behave towards the caller?
Loss of temper. How did you behave towards the caller?
She yelled at him
She yelled at him
for several minutes.
for several minutes.
Is that it?
And he hung up
Finally hang up.
Hang up on him.
on him.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Poor lady, poor guy. Poor both of them. Okay. Now, imagine Olivia and the guy.
Mhm. doing overtime, maybe that
Yes,
guy.
at 10 o'clock, yes. What could she have done?
As she mentioned, she would just answer that she was not interested or say no and hang up. Like,
Can you repeat your answer, please?
like she mentioned in the audio that maybe she just say no and hang up.
You say no and hang up. Okay. What do you
Mhm.
think, Romina and Maria?
He could block his number, his phone number.
Ah, yes. Block the number.
Mhm.
What else?
She could have turned on the silence option in the cell phone.
Like
Like
you do.
but before answering the call, like when your cell phone doesn't have sound, like
Put
something
the
like that.
phone on silent mode.
Yeah, on
Or
silent.
maybe because of the time, just don't answer.
Or just not answer.
Answer
Very
because
good.
for the time.
What would you have done?
Maybe just hang up.
Okay, hang up. What about you, Margot?
I just wait till they give me the information because I used to work in a customer service. So I used to work in a customer service, and I know what it's like, and I just see like reflected on them. So I just
I can
listen.
see.
Even if I'm going to say no, thank you. I just wait until they give me the information because they pay for it. So I'm on the other side of.
Yes, you
What is
understand
it?
them.
Yes. Yes.
You know what it's like to be on their shoes.
Yes, to be on their shoes. Yes, that's correct.
What about you, Romina? What would you have done?
I wouldn't answer the call.
Easy, just not answer, huh?
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. What can you say about Olivia's behavior?
It's
Well,
what people used to do.
Yes, it was okay. I mean, it's normal. It is normal. I mean, we're not going to blame her because it's normal.
It's normal. Yes. Now, can you imagine your own behavior in that situation?
Yes.
No,
No.
I don't like to have problems, so I always like, and that's it.
Yes. Now this is incomplete. Now I will complete it.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna answer any number that I just don't know. And I'm always worried if it is an emergency. You know, I imagine someone is trying to call me because of an emergency and borrow another phone number. And
Yes.
I always answer. And sometimes they catch me, I mean, and it's the guy from the customer service. But it's okay. But even when I don't know the number, because they change, even if you register the number, they change a lot. They have a lot of lines to call you from.
Yeah, yeah, it's their job to find the numbers. All right, can you complete the sentences, please?
She should have not answered the phone.
She should have not answered, okay? She shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have.
Yell at the boy.
Yell at the man, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would have.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care about the call.
I
would have not cared, okay? I wouldn't have.
Not
cared.
care.
I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have.
Listen to the boy.
Easy. Okay. Now, speaking naturally, reduction of half in past models. Now, when you have a past model, Olivia should have been more polite. This should have is reduced. How is that reduced? Like this, should have.
With using a contraction.
It's a contraction. She shouldn't have lost her temper. Shouldn't have. She could have apologized. Could have. I would have said no. Would have. I wouldn't have yelled at him. Wouldn't have. I wouldn't have hung up on him. Wouldn't have. So there are the sentences. Olivia should have been more polite. Repeat, please.
Olivia should have been more polite.
Olivia should have been more polite.
Again, repeat, please.
Olivia shouldn't be more polite.
Very nice. So what I'm going to do is this. And let's practice again.
She shouldn't have lost her temper.
Repeat.
She should have lost her temper.
She should have.
Shouldn't.
Positive. Positively. Hello, Everett.
Hi.
Hi, Coral.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
How are you guys?
Fine,
Shouldn't.
thank you.
Shouldn't.
Let's continue one more time. Should have or shouldn't have in negative.
Shouldn't be negative.
She lost her temper. She shouldn't have lost her temper.
Should
How was
have
that?
not. In negative.
Olivia should have been more polite.
Repeat.
Olivia shouldn't be more polite.
Yes.
She shouldn't have lost her temper.
She should have not lost her temper.
She could have apologized.
He could have apologized.
Said no and hung
Should
up.
have
Nothing?
I
Next.
got lost. It's
This,
okay.
I wouldn't have yelled at him.
I wouldn't be yell at him.
Wouldn't yell at him.
would have.
Could have. Okay.
I wouldn't have hung up on him.
I wouldn't hang up on him.
I wouldn't have hung up on him.
I wouldn't
There.
hang up on him.
so that's what we're practicing right now. Okay.
Oh, that's.
Should have, could have, would have, shouldn't have, couldn't have, wouldn't have. All right. Repeat one more time, please.
Olivia should have been more polite.
Olivia shouldn't be more polite.
She shouldn't have lost her temper.
She should have not lost her temper.
She could have apologized.
She could have
She could have apologized.
Okay.
I would have said no and hung up.
I wouldn't.
Said not to hang up.
I would have
I
said.
wouldn't say no.
I don't.
Will say not to hang up.
I wouldn't have yelled at him.
I would have not yelled at him.
I wouldn't have hung up on him.
I wouldn't
I
have
wouldn't
hung
have
up on
hung
him.
up on him.
Okay. Now, do you remember this? What is this? What sentence is this? No, you don't remember, huh?
I should. I don't
No.
remember.
You should.
She shouldn't.
Just
Shouldn't?
listen to him. She shouldn't just listen to him.
No.
She shouldn't lose her temper.
More polite.
All that. More polite. More polite.
Should have been more polite.
What about this guy?
Lost temper.
Yeah.
Lost her
It's a negative.
Yes, it's negative.
He shouldn't his temper.
Shouldn't have.
She shouldn't have. She shouldn't have lost her temper. Her temper.
What about this one right here?
She shouldn't apologize.
Should?
Cool.
She could.
She could have.
Oh, could. Okay. She could have
He could have apologized.
apologized.
Apologized. Okay. What about this guy?
He could have said no and
This guy?
It's yelling.
Yeah.
Yes.
She
he couldn't have.
not yell at him.
He shouldn't not. It shouldn't have cool.
Wouldn't. He wouldn't yell at him.
Will. Yeah. That's right.
I wouldn't have yelled at him.
He would not yell at him.
This?
He
You would've?
said no and hung up.
He was playing up.
Hannah? Wouldn't. I wouldn't hang up on him.
And this one right here?
She's saying no.
She could,
Yeah, she's saying no.
She could have said no and hung up.
I.
Okay, I wouldn't say no.
I could have said no and hung up.
There. Perfect. Now let's continue with the next part. Which statements do you agree with? There, guys. Which statements do you agree with?
With the polite part, I shouldn't be more polite.
Yeah,
She shouldn't lose her temper.
you shouldn't have. Is that it, guys? Is that everybody?
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't hear everybody. I only heard like two people. Okay, let's continue.
Yes.
Match the modal verb with the correct intention. Now, look at this. The intention. What is what? Alternative, possibility, suggestion.
Should be suggestion.
Suggestion.
Alternative,
Alternative,
I think.
suggestion,
Suggestion.
suggestion. What is should?
Should is
Should is possibility.
Should is
Should is suggestion.
Should is suggestion.
Should possibility. And will
Could is possibility.
Should
Possibility.
And could possibility.
Yes.
and will alternative and should to the suggestion.
possibility.
Yes.
Nope. It's
Okay.
like this.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Would, possibility, should, suggestion, and could, alternative.
Alternative.
Okay.
Okay, those are the intentions. So what we have are modals in past. Modal plus have plus participle. What is this modal?
Could,
Would,
should,
could, and
Would.
should.
and would.
So we have the modal plus past plus have plus participle. I would have answered modal plus have plus participle taken. Modal should have and participle listen. Okay, and all of these guys are modal would have is for past and real action and real. The other possible reality could past and real ability and should past and real recommendation or suggestion. Now let's look at each one. When do we say this? The first one, I would have answered had I known it was my boss who called me last night. Okay, now this is an imaginary situation when I didn't know it was my boss who called me, and because I didn't know, I didn't answer. So that's the reality. And then we can talk about imaginary situations. The imaginary situation is I would have answered had I known it was my boss who called me last night. So what are we talking about here? The other possible reality, correct? The alternate reality. We also have it for he could have taken the flight. It's because he didn't take the flight. Let's check the example more carefully. One by one. I didn't know it was my boss who called me, so I didn't answer. I would have answered had I known it was my boss. The other one is he didn't take the flight and he could have taken the flight. And the last one, you didn't listen to the teacher, you should have listened to the teacher. What does that mean? What are we talking about with all of this? Let's take a look at the examples. Real event in the past, what truly happened. I didn't know it was my boss who called me, so I didn't answer the phone. Now, will the story be the same if I knew that it was a boss?
No.
Will be different.
It would be different. So the unreal event in the past, the different scenario. Had I known it was my boss who called me, I would have answered my phone. I wouldn't have ignored it. Okay.
Teacher, why had I known? I don't understand that part.
Had I known? It's another
Yeah.
form to say, it's a different form to say,
Like
if I had known.
Okay.
So, sorry, teacher, we are talking about the tier conditional,
Not right now.
no?
Nope. We're talking about models, past models. Let me show you again. Models in past. And we're seeing this because we are going to step into the conditionals, but not yet. First, let's look at the models in past. So the real event in the past, I didn't know it was my boss who called me, so I didn't answer my phone. Unreal event, had I known it was my boss who called me, I would have answered my phone. I wouldn't have ignored it. Another event in the past, he didn't take the flight. He didn't take it. So what is the other possible reality? it didn't happen, is in our imaginations. In our imagination, he could have taken the flight. He shouldn't have missed it. Yeah, is that correct? Okay, next. Real events in the past. You didn't listen to the teacher because you fell asleep. Now you failed the exam. You should have listened to the teacher. You shouldn't have been sleeping. There. Any questions? No?
No, teacher. No, teacher.
Are we good? All right, so here they are. All of these are imaginary events in our imagination because we have a real situation at hand. So we think of the possible alternate reality. Yes. Another example. I have failed my exam. And this, it's okay to say it like that, or we can say it, I failed. It's okay. It's the same. Yes. But what would be that reality? What would be the new or the other reality that could be different?
I didn't fail my exam.
Okay. Maybe, but positively speaking, I should have studied more. I could have asked a classmate to help me. And like you said, I would what?
I would have failed my exam.
Help? It's the same. Okay, another way to say it. The first one say, or I'm gonna rewrite it again with more examples. I failed my exam because I
Did
didn't
study enough.
study. And I never asked a classmate
For help.
to help me. There. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you relate, guys? Do you
Teacher,
relate?
sorry, could be one sentence. I could have had an opportunity to study in a foreign country, for example.
Can you repeat that, please?
I would have had an opportunity.
I could or I would?
I could. Good.
I could have had.
With good.
You would.
Yeah. I would have had an opportunity to study in a country, in a foreign country, in a foreign.
Like that?
Yes.
Teacher, I had a question.
Maybe, but this sounds like a a different story. It's a part of a different story. Yes, because right now what I'm trying to show you is only this right here. I failed my exam because I didn't, oh my gosh, I didn't study. And I never asked a classmate to help me. That's it. Okay. So what is different than this? Didn't study. The other alternate reality is I should have studied, right? And the other one, I never asked a classmate for help to help me. The alternate reality,
I could have
I
asked.
could have asked a classmate to help me. Yes? And the last one that, or the example you're telling me, is a part of another story. I don't want to go into this yet because I want you to master this first, and then we'll go to the conditionals you're talking about, okay?
Okay.
All right, so for now, is this okay? This first
Yes.
example? Yes? Okay. What about the next example? He has gained 10 kilos. What can you tell me? The alternate reality.
I
He
couldn't.
sorry, he could have asked for help with a doctor.
For help advice, very good. Well, I already give you some examples here. He shouldn't have eaten so much. He could have started a diet. That's with he, right? And then I can say, I would have gone to the gym more often. Yes. Now, these are different scenarios for what happened instead. And now you can give me another idea. What do you have? He could, he should, I would.
He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have eat too much junk food.
He shouldn't have eaten.
Okay. He shouldn't have eaten too much junk food.
But yes, that's good. Did you say one, Fernanda? Did you mention one?
He could have start to do more exercise.
He could have started.
Started
Yes, doing exercise.
doing this.
All right, next example. Can you read, please, Caro?
Sorry, teacher, did you go?
Can you read, please?
Oh, yeah, she forgot about my friend's birthday.
Yes, now the alternate reality, Margo, please.
She should have. Oh, that sounds like a rhyme, like a tongue twister. Okay, one more time. She should have writing a note.
Written.
Written?
Yes.
Okay. She should have written a note.
There you go. Do you agree or you don't agree?
Yes. I mean, using a calendar, it's a good idea, a good idea.
There you go. Maria, can you read the next one, please?
She could have, sorry, she could have set an alarm on her phone.
Do you agree or you don't agree?
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Very good. Romina, can you read the last one, please?
You have lost your phone.
Nope.
I would have called to say I'm sorry. I would
Do you
have called to say I'm sorry.
Yes, do you agree or you don't agree?
I agree.
I agree.
Teacher, could be another sentence. She could have gone to the next day to say happy birthday.
She could have gone the next day, not to the next day.
Oh, okay. That next. Okay.
So she could have gone the next day to say happy birthday.
Yes.
Yes, now Romina.
You have lost your phone.
Wait. I want to tell you this. Agree is a verb. It's not an adjective. So if agree is a verb, how do you say it with I?
I agree.
I agree.
I agree. Perfect. Simple as that, okay? All right, now the last one. Ever, can you read the last one, please? I'm not sure Ever is here. Ever, are you here? Okay, Caro, can you read it, please?
You have lost your phone in the bus.
Oh my goodness. And that happens sometimes, huh?
Yes.
Yes, it happens. All right, Maria, can you read the first example, please?
Teacher, it's a coincidence, this situation.
Yes, it happened to me once.
Okay, it says you should have put it inside your backpack.
Do you agree?
Yes, it's better. You don't provoke
Yes.
accidents.
Yes. Mago, can you read the next one, please?
Yes. You could have returned it to the bus to look for it.
Return.
Oh, yes, returned.
Yes. Now, do you agree with this one or you don't agree with it?
Oh, I don't really agree because no, I don't.
Okay, it's good. Because it's lost.
Yes, it's waste of time going
Waste
back.
of time and energy and everything.
Yes.
Carol, can you read the next one, please?
I would have taken better care of. You can see the last part.
The phone.
Of the phone, sorry.
It's all right. So, do you guys agree with that one or you don't agree with it?
Yes, I think so.
Be more careful.
Very good. Notice it's not a conditional, right?
Okay.
They're not conditionals. They're only past modals. We imagine the alternate reality in the past about something that happened, that really happened, okay? When you do this, okay, alternate reality in the past, okay, we use should, could, shouldn't, would, could, again, should, could, would, should, could, and would, plus what?
Have.
The have. Plus the pair past participle.
Yes, and all of them are like that. Shouldn't have, could have, would have, should have, could have, would have, have. And what's after have?
Past participle?
Past participle. Studied, asked, eaten, started, gone, written, said, called, put, returned, and taken. Yes, all of them. That's how we do it. So let's practice a little more with different Oh, let's take a look at this. You can use these past models to talk hypothetically about the past. To imagine your behavior in a situation, in a past situation. Imagine your behavior. That means your decision. What would you have done? We use would. What would you have done? Example answer, I would have said no politely. I wouldn't have lost my temper. Now, this is a yes, no question. What would you have done? And the yes, no question. Would you have gotten mad? Yes, I probably would have. That's the short answer. Yes. Okay. To say what was the right thing to do? What should she have done? She should have said no politely. She shouldn't have yelled at him. That was the correct idea, right? Notice how this can change this, guys. I would, but I wouldn't. You can change them with she should and she shouldn't. Why? Because she did those things. She did get angry. She did yell at him. So that's why we say she shouldn't have, because she did it. And when we talk about I, we say I would have and I wouldn't have because I wasn't there. That's my imagination in that situation. Okay? Yes? Or is too much information?
I got it.
And to say what other possibilities were there, another possibility, what else could she have done? She could have said, she could have told them not to call again. She couldn't have done much else. Just no questions. Could she have been more polite? I feel she could have. Now, when we are working with past models, okay. Look, just no questions. Would you have gotten mad? Should she have yelled at him? Could she have been more polite? Yes, I probably would have. No, she really shouldn't have. Yes, I feel she could have. Those are the answers. Now, let's imagine I have 4 situations in the past for you. Yes. The first situation, mosquitoes have bitten me. Now, let's talk about the past, okay? Next, I'm all wet. What is the past? I walked on the rain.
I was all.
What? You were wet?
Was all wet?
No, I am wet. But why am I wet?
It was raining.
It was raining, so yes, I walked on the rain. Yes, that's the past action. I have overslept this morning. Okay, that's already past. But what else was in the past? I went to a party.
I was asleep.
No,
I was very tired.
Asleep. What?
I was very tired.
I was very tired, but why? Why were you so tired?
Because I worked too much.
I worked, there you go. That's the past tense. I worked too much. Another thing?
I didn't hear the alarm clock.
I didn't hear the alarm. Very good. Another one?
Yes.
I went to a party with all my friends. Coral, Mago, Maria Fernanda, Ever, and Romina.
I had a hangover.
That would be the present. I have a hangover.
Ah, okay.
In the past would be I drank too much.
Oh, yes.
I slept very late last night.
I slept very late. Yes, there you go.
Because I am lazy.
That would be the present.
That would be
In the
present.
past,
I
in the
was
past,
Because I watch Who Killed Sarah series on Netflix.
yeah, there you go. And the next one, I have spent a lot on shopping and don't have money. Okay, I have a past tense there. Which one is it?
Spend.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money. So what is in the past? What activities in the past?
I didn't realize how much money did I had.
Okay, that's one activity in the past. Another one, I bought a lot of things. Yes, another one.
Because it was the hot sale in Amazon.
Okay, I found a hot sale on Amazon, and etc. Right? And now we begin wondering, thinking, imagining the alternate reality. Yes? Now let's go back to number one. Mosquitoes have bitten me. I should have
Used, how do you say repellente?
Repellent.
insect repellent.
I should have
Excellent.
used.
Excellent. I should.
Okay, how is that? I should?
It's okay. I should have.
The window.
I should have closed the window. Very good, Everett. Very good. You can use whatever you want, guys. Should have, could have, would have, shouldn't have, couldn't have, wouldn't have, whatever you want. We are with the mosquitoes, okay? Not with the other ones.
And what about if I want to say that I could?
Yeah, that's
I could have wearing some pants instead of shorts.
worn. I could have worn.
Worn. Okay. But it's okay. It's the
Yes.
okay.
Yes, I could have worn some pants instead of shorts. Very good.
Okay.
Yes, another one.
I shouldn't have stayed outside of my house for a long time.
Yeah, that's
very good. There you go. Excellent. Now, what we are going to do, we're going to go in sessions and you're going to continue practicing with your classmates. Let me take a picture of this and send it to your WhatsApp, to the WhatsApp group. Where are you guys? Oh, they're right there. Okay, guys, it's in the WhatsApp group. Now let me make the groups. Everett, can you hear me, Everett?
Yeah, in part, but yeah.
Don't go, stay, because if you go, your internet is gonna kick you out. So,
Okay.
Everett, so stay on the main session with Romina. And Coral, Mago, and Maria Fernanda, please go to room number 2. The slide is on the WhatsApp group. Use it and start making sentences, please.
Okay.
You're welcome. You can share your screen, okay? Share your screen so you can work together. Go ahead, please. Coral, no,
sorry.
not Coral. Mago, no, not Mago.
I'm going to stay in the main session.
Hold on,
teacher?
Ever. I want to go get Romina, okay? Stay right here. Wait for me. I will be right back.
Okay, hello, Weber.
Ever, are you there?
Hi.
Please
Yeah, I'm here.
practice with Romina. Practice with Romina, please.
Okay, let me see the slide. Okay. Okay, Romina. Well, for example, and mosquitoes have bitten me. Mosquitoes have bitten me. I should have. Well, in my first example, I say I should have to close the window.
Yes, I should
I don't know.
have used repellent. Repellent.
Okay, repellent. Okay, mosquitoes have bitten me. If no, because I no. Well, I try to use the second one. I could have.
I could have a word. How do you say manga larga? Do you know how do you say manga larga?
I could have. I could.
Long
I
sleeve.
could take a shower. I
Long.
could have.
¿Qué pasa?
Long sleeve.
Long sleep.
Yes.
And trouser. No, I could have you wear long sleeve and trousers.
I could have take a shower, for example, or sorry, to try to get off the mosquitoes for me. I could have.
Yes.
And the other one, and negative situation, I shouldn't have. Why shouldn't?
No, I
To use?
shouldn't.
No.
I shouldn't have.
What
I shouldn't have.
I shouldn't use?
A lot of time.
Like that. But I can hear the teacher says a word about I don't know if that is correct to use that word, use or warn. I can hear that part. For example, I shouldn't use pants instead shorts. Okay.
Okay. But
And
in my case,
I couldn't
have pass a lot of time outside. No, I couldn't have.
okay.
¿Cómo se diría? I couldn't have,
You couldn't have a
así
lot of time
como tener así
outside.
como agua. I couldn't
But
have
what
have,
picture that you got now? With the mosquitoes or with the I am all wet?
mosquitoes.
Mosquito, okay.
I couldn't have, how do you say charcos? O algo así.
I don't know. I don't have that. I didn't have that word in my dictionary.
Okay.
Well, you wanted, we try with another slide with I am all wet.
Okay. Okay, I should have
I am all wet.
arrived with me an umbrella.
Okay, the umbrella, yeah.
I could.
I should. Sorry, I tried to fix my sentence, but let me see. I shouldn't have wet. No, this is not correct. Because when we need to model verb.
Teacher, I had a question. What is the past participle of where? Where?
Worn.
Worn?
Worn with an N at the end. Worn.
Worn. Okay. I could have worn a raincoat.
Very nice.
A raincoat. Okay. I shouldn't have go outside. If I can see the clouds, something like that. No, cloudy. That's the correct answer.
All right, guys, how did it go? Was it interesting?
I slept this morning.
Was it easy?
Sorry. Oh, I can hear correctly.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
We have
I know you're having trouble. Now,
we have some doubts, but I think we solve it.
Awesome, that's really good. Anything you want to ask?
No, not me.
All right, anybody else?
I hear you not so well because I have a stone.
I think
That's
that
a
is
large
not.
Whatever.
I think that is not
usual
to use it.
I can hear correctly.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, Coral?
I think that is not usual to use these phrases. So
it's very
usual. Yeah, but in my case, I don't use all the time these phrases. So I think that is a little difficult in that moment all the sentence to think about it.
Actually, it's a very popular conversational structure in many languages. It's part of a human act. Maybe you're finding.
What type of human we're talking about?
What type of human?
Yes.
Oh.
No, because we were practicing and we were having like some trouble with, and it sounds like it was very like structured or difficult, but then we solve it. But as what is?
Yes, I noticed.
what is, I don't remember her name. The one that was in my team is Fernanda, and the other one is
Coral.
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 Maria Fernanda.
That's Coral said. It's like rare that sometimes we use it or we feel like it's rare, even though it's like, as you mentioned, like typical, very common conversation.
No, you use it all the time. I come to Spanish every day.
In Spanish, yes,
The
but
reason
in
why-
English.
Of course, in English, but that's you're learning some English, right?
Okay.
The
Yes.
thing is that you're not relating to these stories, okay? As you can tell, these are very varied stories, but you're not relating to them. So maybe I need to find other things. For example, do you ladies need to plan your classes?
Yes.
Yes. What happens if you don't?
When I have to plan my classes,
What happens if you miss your deadline? If you don't plan a class, do you get a punishment?
the time is very long when I don't prepare my class.
The time is very long. I don't know what you mean.
You say when
Is
we
it a
don't
problem
prep?
if you don't plan your?
Yes, because we don't know exactly what to do when we are giving the classes if we don't have a lesson plan prepared.
Mhm. And it seems very long, the class, because you don't have the structure, you don't have the plan, what goes next.
And then you need to improvise sometimes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's awful.
Yeah.
Can you complete this, please?
I went to my sister's party and I came home very late. I fell asleep. I didn't prepare my class. Next morning I have to improvise.
I had some.
Improvise. What else? Is that it? Improvise. That's it.
Yes.
No, that's more.
Okay. Right here. What was in the past a good idea or a better idea? I should have.
I should have prepared my lesson plan.
But you were tired and you fell asleep. It's not that you didn't want to. It's that
I should have
Prepare.
not.
I should have used another activity.
Oh, there you go. Now you're relating. Yes. And you can say, for example, who or another teacher. For example, oh my gosh, teacher Martinez is an example. Or Miss Gomez and right there, you can complete it yourselves. Now, is this rare?
No.
It's not rare. That's what I'm talking about. Let me show you this again. This is not rare. It's very common. I just had to find something that you could relate with. Does that make sense? Yes, and that's what it is. That's all. All right, now let's go back to this little class. This exercise, very quickly, because we are almost out of time. Of course, this is for you to study the structure and the tense. Okay, the verb, the activity is by. We need to read the context. Bread I didn't know we needed it. What is the past possibility? Now,
I could
remember,
have both.
yes, I would have. Now, what else can you say instead of would have?
Could.
I could.
Yes, could have works the same in this case.
So yes, have.
What?
Both. Both.
Both? Yes, they both fit in this case. Yes, because one possibility and one alternative, they both work on the situation. I would have 100% sure. I would have bought the bread. And I forgot the bought. Right? I would have, could have bought bread, but I didn't know we needed it. Yes, it works good in either case. What about number 2? We invite so many people to our party. I'm worried that we won't have enough room for everyone. Past negative advice or regret?
We shouldn't have invited.
Shouldn't have invited. There. That's an easy. Number 3.
I should have started.
I should have started saving money.
You have started. Yes, that's right. Okay. What about Maria Fernanda? Can you give me number 4, Maria?
Okay. We would have joined. We would have joined you at the restaurant, but we couldn't get a babysitter.
Is there another expression that works the same in this scenario?
Could have.
We could.
Yes. Could works the same in this case, okay? Now let's see, Romina, can you give me number 5, please?
Past negative possibility. Couldn't.
Yes. Couldn't.
What? Been.
Have.
Have been.
Been. There you go, Romina. Very good. And Ever, can you give me number 6, please?
Okay. I will have.
Would have.
I will have arrived. I will have arrived. Right. On time.
Okay, now read a complete sentence, please.
I will have arrived on time even if I left earlier. There were dreadful traffic jams on the way. I don't know if that was that correct.
There were dreadful traffic jams all the way.
There were dreadful.
So is this correct? I would have arrived?
It could have.
Could?
Couldn't.
I couldn't have. Or
Couldn't.
I couldn't.
Or
Couldn't.
wouldn't.
It's wouldn't, and negative. Yeah, that's a negative.
Could or would.
Couldn't or
Wouldn't
wouldn't.
or couldn't. It's okay.
Even if. Even if.
Even if.
Even if always you're I will never have arrived on time.
Door jumps.
Or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Do you want to do them on a, oh no, this will be homework because we're finished.
Teacher, what is jam? Jams.
Jam?
Yeah,
Okay,
traffic
with
jams.
traffic,
Yes.
traffic
jams.
jams is traffic stuck.
Okay.
A lot of cars is stuck. When a car is stuck because of the traffic, it's a traffic jam.
Jam. Okay.
But
Thank you.
jam alone, jam is what you put on the pancakes, on the hot cakes.
Oh yes. I'm like traffic jams. I'm like, what is that?
I know.
A traffic jam in my hot cake.
I know. Not good.
Okay. No, that's not. Thank you.
All right, guys. Now we are finished for today. Do you have any questions? No?
No question.
No, teacher.
Got a lot of trouble with my internet this
In your
day.
internet, yes, I know. All right, guys, I will send you the homework. Okay. Oh, I'll show you what the homework is. Is this page? I'm sorry. I'll send you both so you can practice. 1, 2, and this 3. Think about these situations and answer each question. Write as many ideas as you can. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 situations. All right. This one, everything is given for you. The person, the activity, the context, everything. All you have to do is decide would have, could have, should have, wouldn't have, couldn't have, shouldn't have, whatever you think it is. Here, you need to decide what to answer. Yes?
For this part, it's like a personal
Yep, your opinion.
Opinion.
Yes.
Opinion. Okay.
Yeah, your personal opinion, whatever you feel, whatever you think, etc.
Okay.
Let me see what is the other one. And this page and this page. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages, okay, guys? I know, Mago, I know. But you seem to be having fun. You guys seem to like it.
No, I do. I always have fun. And I like it.
But not the homework.
Yes. But it's okay. It's practice.
All right.
It's practice.
It's practice. Yes, it's practice. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Do you have any questions?
No, teacher, it's
No?
okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much. I hope you liked the class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. And I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye. See you.
Bye.